Good morning, everyone, my beautiful friends, beautiful souls. Taking a big stretch today. Getting comfortable in our bodies. Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone. So we'll give everyone a second to log in, start getting comfortable. Good morning, Miss Brittany. Good morning, Alexia. So happy to have you guys. Today, we're going over our crown chakra. So our connection, our oneness. So I'll give everyone a second to log in before we get started. This will end our chakra series, but I've definitely been told and called upon to continue to do this. This is my path. This is what I'm meant to do. Good morning, Miss Grace. Yes, Jai. So we're just getting started. Welcome, everyone. If this is your first time, namaste. So today we're talking about our crown chakra, which is our seventh chakra, and it's up here in our crown. It's the color violet. So we've already gone over all of our different chakras. Our root, red, our sacral, orange, our solar plexus, yellow, our power, our heart, which is our love, our a whole lot of goodness, green, and then our throat chakra, blue. Yesterday we did our third eye or brow chakra, which is indigo, and today is our crown chakra, which is violet. So as we keep talking about how we're this open vessel and we have these energy points and how important it is to be open so that the energy is always flowing. And as you recall, we have energy coming up from source, from God, from universe, whatever it is you believe in, but from the heavens, this energy is coming down through our chakras. And at the same time, we have energy coming up from Mama Earth that is grounding energy, and that is coming up through. So it's always turning and evolving and flowing, but that's why it's so important. Our root chakra is our entry point for the energy coming up from Mama Earth. Very grounding energy that keeps us here, reminds us why we're here on this earth, our stability, our foundation. And then our crown chakra, this is coming from source energy, so that is also an entry point, but this is more the big picture, the universal. Like, how are we connected to the cosmos? How are we connected to one another? How are we connected to our like, whatever it is that you believe in, your higher self, your angels, but that is the connection here. So this needs to be open so that we don't feel like, when you feel too grounded and you feel like this is it, this is this earth, this life, like this is it, there's nothing else, there's nothing bigger. So that's why it's so important that everything keeps balance. You have a little bit of the two. So just to know, when our crown chakra, because we also talked about an imbalance, right? If it's too open, if it's too closed, it causes this imbalance. So if our crown chakra is too open, then those are people that are like super flighty and are like, ooh, yes, you know, and it's hard to relate to them because they're so out there, they're so out in the cosmos, that it's hard to have a conversation on this earth. And then sometimes that's really hard to have people relate to you. And I think that sometimes happens with people that are very spiritual and kind of find their gifts and find out that, because it can be very addicting, you know, just like everything else with spirituality. Once you realize, like, holy moly, like, there's this whole other world out there. I'm part of something bigger. Oh my gosh, I can feel high from breath work. Like, you start wanting to live outside of your body. You want to be in like different dimensions and galaxies and all kinds of things. So when our crown chakra is too open, then we're not fully connected with our body, with ourselves. So it's hard to relate, and you're kind of just like living in the ethers. If it's too closed, if you have no connection to the universe, then you don't believe that there's anything else out there. You're very like, this is it. You feel very alone. You don't feel that connection, that oneness. Because remember, we're all connected to this beautiful love eye cloud that's out there. Understanding that we're all one. So when your crown chakra is ground, it's too closed and the energy's not flowing through, then you don't get to have that connection. Which it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to understand that we are all one. And sometimes in our mind, it's so hard to understand that. This is something that you have to feel from the heart. This is something you can't conceptualize in your mind. I know for me in the very beginning, I'm such a logical thinker that I would try to, what do you mean this multi places at the same time, and what do you mean I can leave my body, and what do you mean, like, it was my brain could not, it couldn't understand it, it couldn't relate to it. But when I started tapping in from my heart and thinking from that heart space, which also doesn't make sense to our mind, like how can you think from your heart, right? You just do it. And things like meditation, like being alone, like grounding down, are the things that you do in order for you to like feel, for you to be able to think from that heart space, to feel from that heart space. And sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do certain meditations where visually it doesn't make sense, right? I'm telling you to like walk through the fire and visualize this and visualize that. And logically, it's things that don't make sense to our mind. But we start to use our imagination. We start to tap into our spirit. We start to use our intuition. And that's the key. That's the key to start getting away from here and moving down here. So a lot of the times when I'm asking you to visualize certain things, if your brain starts to kick in and it's like, wait, that doesn't even make sense. How can you grow roots on the bottom of your feet? It's your subconscious mind. It's your mind trying to keep you at this space of, this is who you are. This is what you've been doing for so long. Let's not step outside our box, right? Right now, we're kind of confined in a box as well with everything going on, but this is a way to get out. You can get out of everything that's going on right now, because remember, we are not our circumstances. This is the way to step outside our box, figuratively and physically, by going inward, by stepping in here, stepping into our heart, realizing that the whole world is in here. If you're missing someone and FaceTime isn't working or they're not available, you can go inward, you can go meditate, and you can call upon them, you can call upon their higher self, and you can connect that way. You can feel their essence, you can feel their spirit. And that's what our crown chakra is, remembering that we're so much more than these physical bodies, right? We're our light, we are our soul, we are infinite beings. There's things that we can do that we have no idea about. Like, there's so much that we don't know that we're capable of. And in order to realize these things, to unravel these gifts, we have to be still, we have to take time. And that's why I feel like so much magic is happening right now, because we have the time. We have the time to be still. So like we talked yesterday, like, what is your path? What is your soul asking for you to do today? Is it asking for you to be still and just take time for yourself? Is it asking for you to like get up and like move your body and feel that energy, right? Is it asking you to tap into your creativity, to have fun, to be like a child, to create something? So it's like listening to our soul. What do we need today? And that's what we're shifting into, right? We no longer right now can go into, most people can't physically go into an office from 9 to 5. We're creating something new. So how are you weaving this newness, this self-care, this self-love into your new way of being? Are you still just sitting in front of a computer 9 to 5, just working away, even though you're in your own home? Or are you starting to get up and like move around and connect and to, take those breaks, do some meditation, do some yoga? We have the opportunity right now to create something new. What are you doing with your opportunity? But the main thing to remember when we're opening up our crown chakras is that oneness. It's not even just the oneness here on this earth, but like the oneness everywhere, right? Because we have this whole light family on the spiritual side of things. Whatever it is that you believe in, heaven, that alphabet oneness soup, the universe, whatever, but there's a whole other world out there. And if you're not feeling that support here, if you're feeling alone here, you can connect to that side of the world. You can sit still and ask for guidance, ask for love, ask for support, and they will show up every time. We are never alone. We are in this together. So right now it's a time for you to share, like, what is your gift? What can you share with the world? Right now it's not about taking. Don't worry about what you're going to get out of this. Right now it's give. Keep pouring your gifts, your abundance. Tap into that abundance, because even though you may not have a job, by you giving, then you're getting replenished, and there's other things that will come in its place. You're tapping into that abundance. Abundance does not mean just money. That's just a tiny little fragment of it. Abundance is knowing that you have everything. You have everything you need. So keep giving. Right now, just give, and know that that's going to come back to you twofold. And it may come back to you in ways that you didn't even know. Okay, so we'll start getting comfortable, either sitting straight up or laying down. Make sure you have a straight spine. Start to relax your shoulders. Start to take those deep breaths in. We're going to do a breath. We're going to do a count in of 5. We're going to hold it for 6, and then we're going to let it out with an 8. So I'll go ahead and count for you. We'll do 3 community breaths, and then we'll close our eyes and start the guided meditation. I don't know what's going to pop up today, so we'll see. Take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you. Something that's coming for me, it's we don't let go of all the air that we have inside, so that sometimes becomes stagnant energy. So start to work your core. Feel that air going all the way down to your belly, and almost when you're letting it out, feel all of that air going out. Feel all of the things that you've been holding inside being released with that exhale. So that's why we take that longer exhale because there's always a little bit extra inside, to push that stagnant energy out. Imagine yourself releasing all of that tension, all of that stress, all of that doubt, all of that fear with each exhale. So take that new breath in, feeling that new energy coming inside your body, that cool, crisp air coming in, holding, and then letting go. As we start to do this, our body starts to relax. It starts to calm down. As we become more familiar with our breath, as we start to work with our breath, our nervous system starts to reconnect. It starts to understand that it doesn't need to jump up and freak out every time something happens. So when things do happen in the real world, we can react in a different way. We can react without activating our fight or flight, without
Battery
dropping all of that cortisol in our body. And just remembering that everything is happening exactly as it should. So start to shut down your eyes, feeling grounded and supported in this moment. Continue to take those deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Feeling your feet going deeper into Mama Earth, growing those roots. Feeling your essence, your spirit, going deeper into Mother Earth, sinking, becoming fully grounded, knowing that you're fully supported in this moment. Now bring your intention to the top of your head, your crown chakra. Picture yourself breathing in a beautiful violet color. And as it comes in, it starts to fill your lungs, your diaphragm. And this violet light makes its way all the way up from your lungs, up your face, up your throats, to the very top of your head. Picture that beautiful violet wheel start to spin, start to open up and spin clockwise in perfect unison with all of the chakras below it. Feeling that oneness, understanding that we're so much more than this physical body, that we have this beautiful tether to the outer world, to the heavens, to the ethers. And this beautiful silver string lining connects us to source energy, to that beautiful iCloud, to our higher selves. So picture this beautiful violet light glowing brighter as we open up our crown chakras and take a moment to feel almost imagine like this beautiful light from the heavens, like this white or gold, water start to drip down from the heavens, and almost like it's pouring into the top of your head through your crown. And as it comes to your crown, you're filled with this warm, healing energy. This looks and feels like liquid gold. This liquid gold is just love. Allow yourself to receive in this moment. The heavens opened up just for you, just to pour onto your cup, your vessel, your body. Allow this to fully fill you up. As it comes down to the very tip of your toes, and as they pour more love into your body, you start to fill up. So you start, this liquid moves all the way and it starts to fill from your toes, and now you're at your knees, and as it moves up, you're just feeling overwhelmed with love, with protection. And you relax even deeper, you let go, knowing that this moment is exactly how it should. And as they keep pouring more of that liquid gold in the top of your head, and it comes through literally like an open vessel, and it starts to fill you up. As it fills you up, it's filling you with new ideas. It's activating you for this new world. It's connecting you to your higher self. So now we're up to our chest, to our heart. Keep receiving. Sometimes we don't feel worthy of receiving. And it's time to let go of those stories. Of thinking that we're not good enough. It is your divine right to be happy, to feel whole, to tap into abundance. So give yourself the permission to receive as this liquid gold starts to move up through our shoulders, past our throat chakra, up through our mouth, our face, to the very tip of our heads. And when we are completely filled, when our vessel is completely to the very top, it starts to overflow. It starts to drip all around us. And we are reminded that we are one, that we have more than enough to share at this moment, that whatever we give to our brothers and sisters will just be added on, that they'll never stop pouring, that we all rise together. So let's come back to our body. What does it feel like? What are you feeling right now? To know that you are full, that you are whole, that you are so, so loved. And if comfortable, maybe bring your hands to your heart. that space, knowing that there's nothing for you to hoard, that you can give freely. Because when you give unto others, you're just giving to yourself. And it all starts by giving to yourself. So what is your soul asking in this moment? Feel your heart beat. Each heartbeat is a sign of your love. Each heartbeat is a sign of your strength. And to feel all of this, you just have to go within. You just have to remember who you are. Not who people tell you you are, not who your parents, society, your job, but who you truly are. So take a moment right now and continue those deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And connect to your soul. Feel that love emanating within you, around you, through you at this very moment. Tap into that abundance of unconditional love. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to feel. To tap into who you are. And if you become filled with emotions, allow those emotions to flow. Emotions are energy in motion. So if you feel tears coming down your face, that's okay. If you feel that joy within and you just can't help but smile, that's perfect. You are tapping into a higher vibration. You're tapping into this new earth. You're tapping into your strength. Knowing that regardless of what happens on the outside, you will always have this within. That this is your birthright and not something that can be taken away. So take a moment, take a minute to fully connect to the deepest part of yourself, that part that connects you to everyone around you. Now we take 3 breaths together, and on our last and third breath, your crown chakra will come back to a normal size, feeling fully balanced, filled with love, ready for what the day brings. So deep inhale in, and exhale. Community breath in, and exhale. And last deep breath in, and exhale. Namaste, my friends. How do we feel? Let me know if you had any messages, if you felt anything in your body. I could just feel when our crown chakra was fully open, I could feel that love, that liquid gold. And it's so funny how everything, it's like I said, everything is channeled, so you never know what's going to show up. Like oneness did show up, but it was more about like abundance, that liquid gold, that love, that our true currency. Our true currency is love, right? So it doesn't matter how much you have in the bank. It doesn't matter if you're overdrawn. Like this is something that you can never overdraw on. There is no such thing as a negative balance. When it comes to love, if you tap in, they're always going to be pouring onto you through your tribe, through your people. I felt that I had so much to give today. Before this, I did a beautiful meditation with my Reiki sisters. Shout out to the Wolf Pack. Ow! And then I had to share that with you. And that's how we keep that chain of love going. This is how we uplift one another during this time. Keep giving, keep tapping into that love. Keep going. Don't worry about too much. There is not too much right now. Tap into that abundance. That is the new currency. This is the new earth. What is your choice? What is your filter that you're going to see this new earth through? To the struggle and the pain of everything that's going on? Are you going to surrender and tap into what's already within you. Remember that there's magic. Remember that there's an abundance of love, that you have the divine right to be happy, that you are the creator of your life, that you have the power to create the life that you want. Oh, thank you, Unicorn Tree Dancer. Oh, I love it. So if this is calling to you, please feel free to share these meditations. These are my way of giving back. Feel free to repost if you missed or you came here late, or if you need to go back and see any of the other activations. I'm just putting them in my YouTube channel, and I'm not worrying about making it aesthetically pleasing or making it look good. They're pretty basic. Throat activation, heart activation. Just go in and you can catch the replay. And the YouTube is just Villalobos Vitality. It's my company name. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Bree. Did you just feel like overwhelmed? Overwhelmed in a great way, like just completely filled with love, where you could just literally just put your hands out and send all of this greatness and all of this love to everyone around you? I'm so excited to see who you will connect with today, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be physically. And this is what we are starting to understand. We are not constrained by this beautiful vessel. There's so much more. We can connect energetically. We can connect spiritually through love. That's why Reiki works. That's why prayer works. So if there's someone that's in your heart, send them that love and light. They don't have to be in front of you. All of these things are starting to be irrelevant, right? Borders, boundaries, physical presence. There's so much more that we're tapping into at this moment by being still and going inward and feeling from here and less from here. Start asking yourself what feels right, not what is right, because our brain will trick us on like that's not right or wrong, and there is no right or wrong, but what feels me right now, and that's what you should do. I could talk all day, but I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for your time. I love you all. I send all my love and blessings and light and all those good things to you and to your loved ones and your loved ones and those loved ones. Namaste. Aho. Amen. All those beautiful, great things. I love you, my friends. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow when we log on, we'll do a full body, like a quick activation for all of our chakras to kind of come full circle. Now that we've done all of them, we should be able to activate each one pretty quick. And then we'll see where this road takes us after that. So thank you so much for spending your morning with me. I love you all. Have a wonderful, beautiful day.